I'm dining solo tonight. Exciting story that I need to tell you guys about what happened last night. Just post about yourself on the internet, like if you want to go do fun things. You are never going to believe what happened to me last night. I was gagged. Totally on a high, like who knew? Like literally met Sally Darr. Okay, hello vlog. Getting it started today. Happy Wednesday. In the middle of a work day here, I'm currently walking to a in-person meeting I'm about to have, and then we're gonna go to a little coffee shop afterwards and get some work done, investigate a new space, a new place. But I have such an exciting story that I need to tell you guys about what happened last night. You are never going to believe what happened to me last night. I was gagged. So we're gonna go get this meeting out of the way, and then we will update when I am sat down with my decaf coffee. The coffee shop did not work out because I went to two of them and they were busy and they were smaller than I expected, so it wasn't really like a sit and do work kind of vibe, you know, like it was much more like get your coffee and get out. So I was like, I'm feeling this. So I came home, it's hot outside, it's a gorgeous day, I was sweating. One of my clients got me this little, or I'm a client, I don't even know, she gave me a little gift, so I was like, what is it? Ooh, hand soap, or hand cream. Hey, Granado. I love it. I need to make my lunch and get some more coffee in me, even though I'm only having decaf. I finally kind of figured out how to use the slow cooker option on my pressure cooker, on my Instapot. So I made some like barbecue chicken situation. It's obviously not gonna look that good, but it tastes pretty good. So there is that, and I will tell you the story time of what happened last night. Bridget and I went to go see a musical, Shucked, happening here in DC. By the time you're seeing this, I think the show is gone, but it's like a traveling Broadway show. Anyway, and we literally met Sally Darr. I was like gagged because we're like standing there, we're like in line next to each other. We were at this little like pre-media event thing, and she's like, oh hey, like I saw that you guys were at the event too, like do you know where we get our tickets? And I was like, oh, did they not send them to you? Because like they sent mine to me. And she was like, oh no, like they said like here there'll be something. And I was like, oh okay, yeah, like sometimes there's a table inside that like has your ticket, whatever. Got some barbecue sauce in my hands. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. So we're like, okay, like, what's your name? Like, who are you? Or she asks us or something. We just, like, start talking. There's four of us. She had her cool friend Sarah with her. I had my cool friend Bridget. And we were just like, yeah, like, I'm Blake, I'm Bridget, like, blah, blah, who are you? She's like, oh, I'm Sarah, I'm Sally. And I'm like, wait, you look so familiar. I was like, you're, like, famous, right? Or, like, something. And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, like, I'm Sally, like, Sally Darr. And I was like, shut up. I was like, I know exactly who you are now. Oh my god, I knew you looked familiar. And then I was like, wait, you know TK, you know Taylor King, right? And like Alicia and Remy and all my little like influencer girly pops that I love in LA. And she was like, yeah, oh my god. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And then she's like, should we FaceTime TK? And I was like, I mean, yes, like that would literally like make my life. Like, girl, I owe you if we do that. I don't know what I owe you, but I owe you, okay? And so she did. Not that I could hear anything because we were like in the middle of the theater, but I was like, ah, oh my god. It's like, hey TK. I was like, I'm a fellow Midwesterner. I'm from Wisconsin. I got my all denim outfit on because we were seeing a musical about like corn and Midwest and, you know, I don't know, things. It fit the vibe. Anyway, so cool, so friggin' fun to have met you, Sally. I doubt you're watching this, but like, if you are, hey. Taylor, hey. Sarah, hey. Y'all were so nice. I hope you had the best time in DC. Anyway, that was like so cool. I was like having like a total fangirl, crazy you rah moment, and that was like really made my night. Obviously seeing the musical was amazing. Obviously being with my bestie was amazing, but like, talk about a cherry on top, people. So yeah, anyway, that's my story that you should just talk to anyone that you run into or that you're next to because you never know what it could happen or turn into. And I'm a big fan of just talking to people randomly in public, and it seems to usually always turn out to be a good thing. That's how I met Drew Barrymore. That's how I met Sally Darr. We're just going to continue with that trend, and you know, you never know who you're going to know. Okay, so I'm sat here back at my desk. I got my coffee. I did a cold brew style coffee, but with decaf, so I feel like it is still a little caffeinated than like if it was just brewed regularly, because cold brew is the most caffeinated form of coffee from my understanding. So we're working with that. I don't know. And I literally housed my food. I literally forgot to show you guys that I was even having that. But I'm going to get some work done here, and then we will connect later tonight. I'm going to dinner, so we will definitely say hey there. But let me get through this work day, and I'll find y'all in a few hours. I already worked out this morning, too, so we are moving and grooving, people. Okay, y'all, it's a few hours later. I'm currently walking myself to dinner because I'm dining solo tonight, so let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. My guests couldn't come with me, and none of my friends were available, so I was like, I'll just take myself and we'll see what happens. So we're almost to the restaurant. I will check in when I get there. Cheers. Hey fam, I'm back from our solo dining adventure. Y'all are in my bathroom medicine cabinet right now, so hopefully this looks okay. It's where I put you when I shave. But I'm going to brush my teeth and get ready for bed. It's 9:19. I'm exhausted, and I'm just I don't need to sit and play on my phone anymore. I don't know. I had this conversation with someone just about screen time and being on a screen, and ever since then I can't get it out of my head of wow, I really do gravitate towards going on my screen, opening Instagram, opening TikTok, watching YouTube, literally watching a movie, TV, whatever it is. And I'm I need to pivot that mind shift, whatever. So I'm gonna brush my teeth, get ready for bed. But I had the best time in my little solo date adventure. Like I said, I was supposed to go with someone, or I don't even know if I said that to y'all, but I made a TikTok about it, so make sure y'all go follow me. Didn't want to cancel on the restaurant because I already moved the reservation once, and it was a dine that I was invited to go into that was complimentary, and then I was asking all of my friends and nobody could come, and I was oh, well now I really can't cancel. It kept getting closer and closer, so I was you know what, just go. I'll make the most of it. The bartender, she was amazing. Shout out to Allie. Everyone go visit her at Vagabond in DC if you are in the area. She was great and she was amazing. She totally made the experience worth it. I was so in my head and feeling weird, and then she was just chill, and I was taking photos and videos of myself the whole time, and she just if she was judging me, she did not come off that way. She was a great actress, and she was hyping me up and was just you know, do your thing, and I was thanks girl. And I'm finna go to bed. So I brought a book, barely even read it because I just chit-chatted with her and some of the other people that were there, and they were definitely staring at me, but I was you know what, I'm gonna see y'all again, so I don't give a But yeah, this is your sign, you know, take yourself out on a solo date. You never know what could happen. That was so cute and fun, and I'm glad I did it. I feel I ended up having a really positive time, and I think it could have totally gone worse, so I'm grateful and thankful that it went the way that it did, if that makes sense. Okay, vlog, Blake and Amelia, we made it. We're about to go inside the theater and do our salsa dancing. Okay, you guys, last night was literally so fun. Amelia and I loved our salsa class. 1, 2, 3, ba, ba, ba. I'm doing it, you just can't see it. It's a little windy, so apologize if the sound on this isn't that good, but I am headed to a coffee shop. It's a Friday. We're gonna do a little work from a coffee shop moment. I think Kala's gonna come join me, and I've got some money through in-kind. You should definitely download in-kind if you live in the DMV, or I think it's in other cities too, but it's just like an app that you pay through and they give you free money to spend at other restaurants. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm about to get this coffee for free. Y'all already know. Trust and believe. But no, that was amazing. So, and the Heights was great. I'm like so gagged. I had like such a good time. Like it was such a good influencer event, and I feel like I shared about ones in the past that just like were not the vibe. The energy was off. The people seemed like bitches. But everyone there last night was like super nice. We all had to dance together because we were doing this salsa class. So it was like Band-Aid's been ripped off. Like we're just here to have a good time. We're all in this together. Like it's a little uncomfortable, but we just got to make the most of it now. So that was super fun. I met some new friends that I really got along with. So I just like was totally on a high. Like who knew? Like it was just such a good time. So we were riding that wave into Friday. Gonna get into it. I'm like literally out of breath. It's kind of cold outside. I wish I had more than a sweatshirt on, but whatever. We digress. Hey! Kala's here. We're doing some work. We're gonna get into it. My coffee looks a little interesting, but it tastes good. It's a little chunky. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like this day literally flew by. Like, it's... Oh, I thought that said 6:45. Okay, it's 5:45. I thought it was 6:45, but like, either way, I can't believe it's already 5:45. Wow, okay. Went and worked out. Y'all saw that. I stopped at Trader Joe's. I got myself a cheap little bottle of wine. Was making my dinner, having some pasta tonight, and I need to stay in. I was offered plans, but I'm like, ugh. I did something every night. I didn't do something on Monday, but like I did something Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I have a stacked day tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm kind of like, you know, Blake, like, you gotta let yourself rest, baby. You gotta let yourself sit on the couch and watch something. So that is my plan tonight with my cheap little wine and my red sauce pasta. We're feeling ourselves. Just enjoy that because it's been like go, go, go. I feel like it's so interesting, and you know, maybe I really want to do my like solo podcast episode things again, and I just need to get the podcast mics from Bridget because they're at her house. RIP to what Blake and Bridget do. Comment down below if you want the podcast to come back. Go listen to it. The episodes are still on Spotify and Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. Bridget and I just got really busy, so it's kind of been on pause, but I would love to bring it back. We had such a fun time doing that. And I think something I want to do on here on YouTube is like doing solo episodes of just kind of like chit-chatting about different random things. One of them is definitely like content creation. I feel like I am having like a moment with that right now, you know? I'm like seeing some growth on Instagram, seeing some growth on TikTok, and I just feel like it's random because I just like all of a sudden I've been like getting so many invites to stuff. Like that's and I'm not like saying this to brag or to be like I get invited to stuff and you don't, and like, but it's just like, just post about yourself on the internet, like if you want to go do fun things, I don't know, and like the opportunities will come to you, and it's just kind of like interesting, I feel like, to see. And I feel like I've been getting a lot of them recently, and I'm like a little bit overwhelmed because I feel like what's happening with me is they really come in like waves, and it's just like there's a whole bunch and it's like boom 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 boom, and then I'm sitting around and I'm like, oh my god, like no one's reaching out to me, like they hate my content, like my shit sucks, and then it like happens again. So yeah, and I feel like I'm definitely having a little bit of like imposter syndrome and, you know, freaking out a little bit. So I'm like so I need to just, long story long, I need to just have tonight to decompress and to rest and to digest the week and to just, you know, be. Okay, I've been scrolling for like probably a half an hour trying to figure out a movie to watch. I'm like already halfway done with my meal. It's pretty good. Not amazing, not terrible. It's fine. Wine, really good. I feel like it's gonna give me a little bit of a headache. It was $6, so it's pretty sweet, but I like it enough. I decided on a movie though. I'm gonna watch Cuckoo. It's on Hulu. I love a horror thriller movie, especially when like the main character like takes matters into their own hands. Like, I just feel so empowered. I was gonna watch In the Heights, the movie version, because I just saw the show last night. But then I was like, well, maybe I want to like circle back when I'm kind of like missing it or something, or maybe I'll like watch it tomorrow during the day or something, or maybe I'll watch it right after this movie. Honestly, that movie's actually kind of long, but In the Heights is like 2 hours. This one's only an hour and 40 minutes, so I'm like, I could watch another one after this. And then I was gonna watch Focus on My Face. And then I was gonna watch Jersey Boys, and then I was like, I was really in the musical vibe. I really wanted to watch Rent, but I've seen it a gajillion times. So I was like, go back to my thrillers, Blake. Like, you never say no to a thriller. Back. It's the next day from the last thing. Today's Saturday, and I feel like I have been neglecting y'all for the moment. I don't know if I'm gonna do an actual whole weekend in my life. Maybe I will. No, I got some clips, but this morning we dropped off our compost. Obviously, I got myself a little Dunkin'. And then you saw Kala and I went to lunch. Bantam King, I know that's how you say it. I honestly am not 100% sure. But we went because I was doing some stuff for them on Instagram and TikTok. But anyway, I'm back home now. We had a lovely day, Kala and I, and we're going to our friend's birthday party later tonight. So I've got a couple of hours until then. So I just did my junk journaling quickly, and I was not paying attention and forgot to vlog. I don't know. I've been all over the place today. I talked about this, I think, already, where I want to do like the podcast thing, because I just have so many thoughts right now, and I feel like I'm having a lot of fun doing the social stuff on Instagram and TikTok, but I'm just like feeling overwhelmed. But anyway, so I did some junk journaling and I added the bedwetter onto here. Loved that show. It was literally so amazing. And then I added the In the Heights and Shucked, which I went and saw as well. And then I'm going to see 2 more shows next week, so I'll have to add those and somehow I'll figure something out. But I'm annoyed because I don't know if you can tell, but like this part right here, I like pasted it too close to the crease, so now it keeps creasing over, and I'm like, maybe I'll try to like cut it. Driving me nuts. And I ripped one of the pages too, and then I stole all this little like corn confetti from Shucked. It's literally just like all these different confettis. So I was like, those are going in the junk journal. I need these, absolutely. They were just sitting on the table, so I was like, that's fine. Then I have my other 2 journals. This is from a conference that I went to. I like took conference notes, but then I also turned it into my like social calendar, YouTube, planning journal. So I'm gonna go through this and write down some stuff and update that, just because I feel like I need to get it out of my mind. And then I haven't updated my daily journal a little bit, so I'm just gonna do that and watch some TV and just kind of like hang out until it's time to go. It's a gorgeous day outside. We were walking around all day. So I just needed to like sit inside for a little bit and kind of, recover, because tomorrow I scheduled myself for a long day too, which I kind of need to stop doing that on the weekends, but I don't know. I feel like if I did stay inside, I would be annoyed with myself for staying inside the whole time. So it's like, what do you want, Blake? I can't figure it out.